So, guys, I don't quite have any intro music yet, but get ready for the video. Hey, everybody.
What's good, YouTube?
That was so routine, but I mean, I was not trying to say routine. That was so plain. Or, well, what I was trying to say, that was so like scripted. Yeah. So, y'all, today we are going to be coming to y'all with a story time, a very interesting story time. And I know as y'all seen that title, we're going to be telling the story time. I'm probably covering you all up with my hand, but we're going to be telling the story time on how we found out we were pregnant.
She was pregnant.
2 weeks before delivery. 2 weeks before delivery, y'all. 2 weeks. But anyway, I mean, we're just gonna get straight into it. Shoot. And this ain't even gonna be like no long drawn out story time, because it's not a long story at all. Literally, like, it's not a long story. So this video probably won't even be like, super long.
Get into it, man. Tell them.
So as a lot of y'all may know, I have a son named King Worsley, period. I have a son named King, and his birthday is November 26, 2020. November 26, 2020, y'all.
He just turned one.
He just turned one, like just turned one 2 months ago. So, okay, so I had my son November 26, 2020. So boom. Basically we going into the new year of 2021. I just had a baby, so a lot of y'all who has kids may know about the whole, y'all know about the whole 6
Us
weeks.
guys don't.
Y'all know about the whole waiting 6 weeks for your everything to heal.
I thought you were talking about just go ahead.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know about the whole waiting 6 weeks, blah, 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 blah. So there's a lot of things that come with, after you have a baby, you still feel a lot of different stuff. You still have like a lot of different things. So basically, after I had my son,
Yeah, I didn't know.
After I had my son, and your hormone levels are very high after you have a child. But anyways, after I had my son, I, was like feeling flutters and stuff like that. Like, it was normal. Everything I was feeling was normal. So I didn't think that I was having any pregnancy symptoms, because pregnancy symptoms are normally like, well, when the way it was with my first child, pregnancy symptoms was some morning sickness, tender boobs, all that kind of stuff. I wasn't having none of that. I wasn't having no type of sickness. The only thing I was feeling was like flutters in my stomach, which was normal from my first pregnancy. So I was feeling flutters in my stomach, which was very normal. Still having heartburn, which also was very normal. I was breastfeeding, so I didn't have a period, which was I was breastfeeding, so I didn't have a period, which also was very normal. And a lot of moms who don't breastfeed might not notice, but if you're breastfeeding, your period more than likely won't come back until you're done breastfeeding. So a lot of moms like that breastfeed still don't get their period back after they have their babies. And that was my case. So I'm pregnant all year, y'all. Like, not even knowing, like, basically all year. Like, from the timeline, I got pregnant. I had to have gotten pregnant in March. Yeah, so from the timeline, I had to have gotten pregnant in March. Mind you, my birthday was in March.
What was that original date that we were supposed to have for that? December what?
Can we get to that part first? Why you skipping the story, dude?
I'm not skipping the story.
Why you already
That's why I want to talk in this video.
Why you already saying that?
I want to talk in this video. Come on, go ahead.
But anyways, you are crazy. Like, but anyways, yeah, see, so now you made me forget where I was at.
You was at
Oh, I was where?
You was at the way you was talking about
periods, maybe? Or was I past that?
Yeah, just start from right there.
Oh, I know exactly where I was at. My birthday was in March. And I got pregnant in March. But anyways, so basically I'm pregnant all year, still not really having no symptoms, blah, 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 blah. So then it comes to be around November-ish, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like November-ish, maybe around like the end of, closer like mid to the end of November. Yeah, I'm starting to get sick all the time. Like, I'm always sick. I'm always like not feeling good. Like, just very like in my feelings, emotional, just all that kind of stuff. Just, pregnancy symptoms for real now. Like, real pregnancy symptoms. So I'm starting to feel all these things, y'all. Feeling all these things.
I was noticing it too. We both was noticing it.
What?
That you was like that you had them pregnancy symptoms. Especially with your emotions, like the way you was acting. I was like, she might be pregnant.
You said the way I was acting out?
Like just the way you was acting.
Oh, I was about to say, boy, because nobody was not acting out. But anyways, yeah, so I basically started getting pregnancy symptoms around, basically, I started getting pregnancy symptoms at the end of my 3rd trimester. So what had happened was we took a test, obviously. Took a test. And I wish I knew the exact dates that I took the test and all of that. But we took a test, obviously. Test came back positive. A little bit too fast. Like, all my girls who've taken a pregnancy test know, like, if that motherfucker show up too fast, like, oh, heck no. Like, heck no. Let me take another one. So, like, it's almost like an in denial because it showed up too fast. So that means you good and pregnant, probably. But anyways, so took another test. Boom. Showed up pregnant again. And then we was like, okay, blah, 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 blah. We've obviously, this ain't neither one of our first rodeo, being that I have a child.
I have two.
And, so ain't neither one of us is new to this. So we like, okay, dang, man. Like, okay, so this is what we're going to do, blah, 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 blah. So we go to, I found out, like I said, okay, let me say it like this. My first, I'm going to say it like this. My first doctor's appointment was November 23rd, 3 days before Thanksgiving. And that was my first doctor's appointment. I found out like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks before then.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks before then. So we go to my doctor's appointment on December 23rd, boom. I'm filling out paperwork. You take a pregnancy test at you because they give you a pregnancy test at your doctor's appointment. So I take the pregnancy test. Nothing, no surprise. I already knew I was pregnant. So they giving me all my paperwork, filling out all my paperwork. Just getting myself, blah blah blah. Like a lot of y'all may know what I'm talking about because I'm pretty sure some of y'all who gonna have that got kids gonna watch this or. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Stop trying to act like you don't know what I'm talking about, because you do. But, where was I at? Because they gonna sit there distract me, trying to act like they know what I was talking about.
You having
oh, yeah, I was filling out my paperwork. So, basically, I don't know why I just said all that to say my first appointment, I didn't get an ultrasound. Like, I don't know why I just said all that. But, yeah, so basically, I did get an ultrasound. Please talk.
Right,
please.
So basically, yeah, she we didn't know the gender the whole time.
You keep skipping parts. That's why you ain't talking, because you skipping. Why you all the way on the gender? Why are you on the gender?
Because that goes into you not having an ultrasound.
No, it doesn't,
right,
dude.
Go ahead.
I'm talking about the ultrasound just to see the baby, babe.
Okay.
Go ahead. You tell it your way.
Go ahead.
No, tell it your way. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go and tell it your way. I won't say anything. Go ahead. We didn't know the gender the whole time, y'all. We didn't know the gender until I had her. Go ahead.
Go ahead, man.
No, just go. Just go.
Tell the story.
You know you want to go.
Tell the story. I'm good. I don't want to go.
You made me forget where I was at.
The doctors. Ultrasound. You didn't get an ultrasound.
Oh, so I had never had an ultrasound. So, already, even at my first appointment, I'm still not knowing I'm as far as long as I was. We thinking like in our head like, oh yeah, okay, blah, 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 we pregnant, probably a couple weeks pregnant. Who knows? Like, you know, we nowhere near was thinking that it was what it was. Can you sit up, please? But we was not thinking it was nothing like it was.
Nowhere near. We was thinking, I don't know what we was thinking, but shoot.
So Thanksgiving comes around and we taking pictures, y'all. My stomach was not big or nothing. My stomach was just normal big, like, you know, like not pregnant belly big. But so yeah, Thanksgiving come, and I'm gonna actually insert some pictures I took on Thanksgiving Day, like some pictures I took on Thanksgiving Day. Some pictures I took on Thanksgiving Day. That is the picture that I just put up there. That's the picture that I took on Thanksgiving Day. And yeah, didn't know I was pregnant. I mean, didn't know I was as far as I was. I knew I was pregnant by then, but I didn't know I was as far along as I was. So I don't remember when our next doctor appointment was, but it wasn't until December. After the 23rd, we didn't have another doctor's appointment in November, right?
Yeah.
So my next doctor's appointment wasn't until December. Y'all, this is where it got down and freaking dirty at. Because I get a freaking ultrasound, y'all. And why the lady say, this whole time, everybody trying to figure out. So the lady say, because I didn't have nothing for them to estimate like my due date with for 2022 because I didn't have a period. So I'm just telling them like, ma'am, I don't know how far I could be. Like, I don't know if I could be like 2-3 weeks, 4-5 weeks, 6-7 weeks. I don't know how far along I could be. So they trying to get an exact estimate, or, you know, the most reasonable estimate. So they give me an ultrasound to, like, you know, measure the baby, see where the baby was measuring at, how many months the baby was measuring at. Y'all, why this girl give me a freaking ultrasound and told me I was measuring at 37 freaking weeks? Or did they tell me 35 first?
I thought it was 36.
No, it was either 35, 36, or 37. I'm strongly thinking 35. Yes, it was 35 because they didn't tell me 37 until. So they tell me I'm measuring at 35 for freaking weeks, y'all. 35 freaking weeks. So we looking at each other like, what the? You know, ain't no freaking way. So
just imagine. We
talking to the doctor because at that point, obviously, we was like toe up. So we talking to the doctor talking to us, blah, 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 blah. So long story short, I'm not going to go into detail. They sent me to the hospital, y'all. They sent me to the freaking hospital. And if you on my close friends on Instagram, you see me in the hospital and you know this part. Probably. Well, you just knew I went to the hospital and all y'all kept asking me, was I okay? And I wasn't texting none of y'all back. But anyways, what was that? Where was we at? Oh, they sent me to the hospital. So I get to the hospital at what time in the freaking morning? We was so mad, like 10 in the morning.
Yep.
I got to the hospital at 10 in the morning, y'all. They did not send me home until 10 at night, right? Like,
we didn't get it at 10 in the morning. We got there. Oh, yeah.
We got there at 10 in the morning, but what time did we leave? Like 9, 10 at night?
9 something.
Like 9, 10 at night. I was there for a whole 12 hours, y'all. Just for them to...
They didn't feed her or nothing.
They sure did. This is Wayne Memorial Hospital. Yup, Wayne UNC Health. I'm talking about y'all.
Don't get me wrong, though. They delivered our babies. They got our babies here.
They fucked King head up. Don't remember that?
Yeah.
But anyways, so yeah, they sent me to the hospital that day just to, not gonna go into detail because it's like, you know, my personal business or whatever. So they sent me to the hospital. But y'all, when I tell y'all it was some straight BS, like it was so dumb. Like, why did I have to come here? Like, y'all wasted my time. So then I get a doctor's appointment. Like a couple days after, like 2 days after that.
Every doctor's appointment we got sent to the hospital.
Yes, y'all. Like 3 or 2 days after the first time, I go back to another doctor's appointment, you know, just for get some more work done, blah, 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 blah. I go back for another freaking doctor appointment. Why they send me to the hospital again? They sent me to the hospital again, y'all, for the same thing. Sent me to the hospital again for the same thing. did the same thing, but it just was in less time. This time I was only there for what, like 3 hours, 4 hours? Y'all, we had this nurse named Miss Phyllis. If Miss Phyllis, if you ever just so happen to come across this video, we greatly appreciate you. Y'all, it's this nurse on the 2nd floor at Wayne UNC Hospital named Miss Phyllis. She's amazing. Loved her. Love her. She was our nurse with King and Journey. But now what was I about to say? Oh, they sent me to the hospital again. So this time I was there for a little bit of time. And then my next doctor's appointment was an anatomy ultrasound. And what an anatomy ultrasound is to figure out the gender of the baby, make sure your baby got all limbs and, you know, just that kind of stuff. So we go to my anatomy ultrasound. We thinking, oh yeah, we finna figure out the gender. So we get there. We doing the ultrasound. The lady can't find it. The lady tell me, oh, and at the hospital, y'all, the first time I went to the hospital, when they gave me an ultrasound, they said I was measuring 37 weeks. Mind you, I told y'all, the health department told me I was measuring 35 weeks. The hospital told me I was measuring 37 weeks. But they wasn't sure. They was just like thinking. So that's why they told me if I was measuring 35 weeks, they was going to induce me in 2 weeks so I can be 37 weeks. But it didn't happen like that. So when I went back to the hospital the 3rd time, they sent me to the hospital because I didn't have no more fluid in my stomach around the baby. And that either means you leaked it all out and you're going into labor, or you could be having this thing called dry baby. You know, it just means different things. So they sent me to the hospital for the 3rd time. I get to the hospital for the 3rd time, y'all. Mind y'all, I'm not supposed to have the baby until 2 weeks. Like, they told me that. They told me I was going to have the baby in 2 weeks. So I'm preparing for 2 weeks. Y'all, I get to the hospital. The lady, I get there. They put me in the bed. They do everything they need to do. I asked them, am I going to be able to go home? Because I just wanted to know, because I felt like they was going to try to, you know. I felt like they was going to try to. So the lady just looked at me and said, no, ma'am, you will not be going home until you have your baby. So, y'all, you can tell the story from here now. You should know everything.
All right. So
this point is our hospital process.
All right, bet. So we get there. I tell her to go inside and all that. We trying to find somebody. I don't know, babe. Keep going, babe.
No, we telling the story since we've been in the hospital room. Remember the lady? Remember when I asked her like the lady, when I said, am I gonna be able to go home? And she was like, no, you're not gonna go home until you have your baby. And so now me and you looking at each other like, oh my God,
Yeah.
Cause my sister had my son. My sister was babysitting my son, and his dad was babysitting Jace. So, we not prepared. Like, y'all, why is my camera looking like that? Okay, y'all, my phone died, but I'm back. But now that I think about it, his dad wasn't even babysitting Jace. Jace was at school. Yeah, Jace was at school, so he had to go get Jace from school, and then had to go get King from my sister's house, and then he had to take King to my dad's house, had to take Jace to his dad's house. Basically, just so we could prepare to have the baby. Basically, no, we just didn't know how to feel.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't believe us when we were saying we didn't know. Like, literally, my thing is, the day we had her, that's the day we found out the gender. The day we had her, we didn't have nothing for her, like not even the first outfit. We didn't have nothing for her, like nothing. We didn't have no outfit, no car seat, no clothes. We didn't have anything.
At all.
Like nothing, y'all. Nothing at all. Nothing. So I think that's pretty much gonna be the end of the story. I hope I'm not leaving nothing out. But
so we're not gonna go into the delivery? You ain't gonna get into none of that?
That could be a whole nother video.
Alright.
Labor and delivery story time. But yeah, the whole me knowing or not knowing if I was pregnant or not, I did not find out till I was 30. Probably wouldn't even say 37. I didn't find out till I was like 35-ish, 30. Actually, I probably was 37 weeks because I delivered her at 39 weeks. So yeah, I probably was 37 weeks. But yeah, I went 37 weeks without knowing I was pregnant, y'all. That's a full-term pregnancy. That's like the entire 9 months. Like the entire 9 months. No, it is the entire 9. Well, it's not the entire 9 months. The day you turn 37 weeks, that's like the 9-month mark. The 9th month mark. But yeah, that wraps up this story time, y'all, on how we didn't know we was pregnant until, or y'all know what the title was. But yeah, we will be talking to you guys later. And I know y'all gonna be ready. I know I told y'all already in the last video that y'all will be seeing our kids in the next 2 videos. So now the next video, y'all will be seeing our kids. A lot of people on Instagram already be telling me like, yeah, you should do YouTube, you should get back on YouTube, you should make a YouTube video, blah 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 blah. A lot of people want to see our kids on YouTube. So the next video is when y'all will start seeing our kids again. You got anything to say before I close the video out?
Bye, YouTube. We're gonna appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe.
Turn on and post notifications.
Until we see each other again.
And y'all, I really don't want y'all to come up here thinking like we real ghetto or nothing. But it's just us being our normal selves. Like,
we gonna get back into that groove there.
We are, and like, you know, we new back, so we probably a little nervous. Don't too much know all of what to say, but
raw uncut. Like, this gonna be no edit videos.
Nah, not all of them. We will edit some of them. Just these kinds of videos, you know, we just being ourselves. So
y'all our family.
I like that. Alrighty. So guys, I also don't have any outro music. So y'all just make sure y'all go like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notifications, and follow us on Instagram.